Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and I want to share something with you. Now, I haven't been to the eye doctor. Well, I went recently, but until I went to the eye doctor recently, I hadn't been in 3 years because I just get so tired of paying the prices. Okay, these are my reading glasses that I use just for the computer. They have actually been gauged for distance to my monitor. So these ones will last me a lifetime, I hope. However, these ones I got 3 years ago. These are 4 years old. These I got 3 years ago. And you can't see it, folks. Well, maybe you can. But they are foggy and scratched, and they're 3 years old. Now, I got an idea from my friend Noreen of noreenskitchen.com to order them online. But in Quebec, they don't give you the pupillary distance. And the pupillary distance is really, really important. It's the distance between your pupils. And so I started looking around. So I phoned a new eye doctor. I got a new eye doctor, and I went to Ontario in Ottawa to get it. And she was an amazing eye doctor. If anybody in the Ottawa area wants a really good eye doctor, go to the Pearl Vision in the Carlingwood Mall. And Dr. Rachel, she's amazing. Amazing. People don't seem to let me just give you an example. When she was telling me, when she had the machine on me and she was saying, okay, tell me if, you know how they put that thing on you and they go, is this clear or is this clear? One or two. She didn't just say which one is better, one or two. She said, look at the letter, not the box that the letter is in. You look at the letter and tell me which one is clear. Is it sharper or not? That one little tip made it so much easier to understand what she was talking about. Not understand what she was talking about, it put the picture in my brain of how I was supposed to give her the information about what I was seeing. And Rachel, if you see this, I love you. That was amazing. And you are my eye doctor for life, unless, of course, you move out of the country. So anyway, when I phoned them, see, Pearl Vision is an eyeglass store, and Dr. Rachel works in a separate office inside the eyeglass store. And it's a lot different than it used to be. Just 3 years ago when I had my eyes done, they kept wanting to send me to a specialist because the pressure in my one eye wasn't quite right. And and I said no. I said, I've been tested for glaucoma. I'm not going again, right? But now, in just 3 years, she had all the equipment to take the internal picture of my eye and all that wonderful stuff. Long story short, glaucoma is something I'm going to have to be on the watch for forever, every year. And I seem to remember my mother saying something, being worried about glaucoma, so it might be a family thing. But she explained it really well. She said, see this white spot at the back of your eye where the all the optical nerves go around it. And I said, yes. She said, that's like twice the size of normal. But it's twice the size of normal on both your eyes. So yes, glaucoma is something we have to watch out for because it can happen really fast and the damage can be done before it can be fixed. She said, so you need to get your eyes tested every year. And it was awesome. It was awesome. She showed me my eye. It was really cool. Anyway, long story short, I had phoned before I made that appointment. It was really fait accompli. I phoned the Pearl Vision in the Carlingwood Mall because that's the closest place for Howie and I both to meet at the same time, him coming from work and me coming from Wakefield. And it was an amazing experience. It was an amazing experience. And I asked before I made the appointment, can I have the pupillary distance written on my prescription, because in Quebec, they won't do it. They won't do it. And they said, well, you can ask the doctor, but you know, that's totally up to your doctor. And the doctor said, sure. She said, just be really careful if you're buying bifocals online. She said, you may not be happy with them. Well, let me tell you something, folks. Yes, she did write the pupillary distance on both mine and Papa's glasses. Papa wears glasses for driving and for reading. He doesn't use them for TV because we have a big TV. But anyway, now if you look at these glasses, these are my everyday. These are the kind of these are the glasses you see me wearing when I'm doing a video. These are the ones you see me using here on the computer, because these are for the computer. These are my computer glasses. Now look at the difference. Can you see the difference, folks? $300, $83. Lightweight, and I've had to put my lens back in several times. $300. And once we got our eyes tested and the prescription sent in, we had to go back and pick them up. $83 delivered to my door. $383. Okay. And these are actually much prettier too. Not only were these $83, but I got these to go with them. And these are polarized. And these are just, you know, clip on, if I can figure out how to do it. Anyway, they're clip-on sunglasses. I had them on. But what I also am really excited about is not just the amount that it cost me. They were delivered to my door. And they came with polarized sunshade clips, which is just that easy. That easy. And guess what else? These have anti-glare. You can see my eyes. Although these are not computer glasses, folks. So I would be doing this while I was working because I'd be looking through the bottom. But if I was talking just to you like I am right now, you can see my eyes much, much better than you could with this. Now there you go. So there's also the fact that Papa's glasses, now I'm going to pull my receipt out here so I can have a look. Okay, so my frames were $19. The bifocal with a line was $46. Oil and fingerprint resistant was $14.95 with a premium anti-reflective coating. And my clip-on sunglasses, polarized clip-on sunglasses, $3.95. That's why my glasses were $83. Howie's glasses were $43. And the only reason, let me see, the only reason his were $43 and not $39.95 was because he got the clip-on sunglasses as well, because he's forever taking his. Wow, that's really cool. I wish you could see how that works. That's awesome. Anyway, let me shut this, close this. So for the two of us, it was one pair of bifocals, one pair of driving glasses, both with polarized clip-on sunglasses, delivered to our door, $127. Canadian, folks. $300, had to pick them up, and they're crap. Where did I get them? Zenni.com. Now, I'm not promoting Zenni.com, and nor am I doing this because they're paying me or anything like that. That's not happening. I should have actually done the video beforehand and gone through the process. Now, if you want to order your glasses online, when you go to your eye doctor, you ask for the prescription, because see, the best part about my relationship with my eye doctor, my new eye doctor, is that the eye doctor is in the vision store, but she has nothing to do with the people that sell the eyeglasses. She's just the doctor. So it's not gonna bother her if I don't buy my glasses in the store. Whereas our old eye doctor, they were all one big thing, an eyeglass store, eye doctor, all that stuff. So I had no problem saying I'm not going to buy glasses today. I'm just going to take my prescription and go home. And I had a great visit with the eye doctor. I really did. I hope that she emails me someday because she's the type of girl I could really be friends with. I really could. Well, I get along with a lot of people. So anyway, if your eye doctor does not put the pupillary distance or refuses to put the pupillary distance on your prescription, then do this. Go to Zenni.com. They'll tell you how to measure your pupillary distance. Just make sure you do it right because it is an important part of your vision. All right, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half acre homestead saying, I'm starting to realize that ordering online and having it delivered to my door is actually cheaper than going shopping. Who'd have thunk it? Take care. God bless.